There's a quiet list of things women secretly dislike in bed, and chances are you might be doing one of them without even realizing it. Everything seems perfect. She's moaning softly, breathing heavier, moving with you. The rhythm feels natural. The chemistry feels right. You both start to lose yourselves in the moment, and then suddenly something changes. You say something, move a certain way, or shift rhythm without even thinking about it, and the energy between you instantly drops. She goes quiet. Her body tenses. The deep connection that felt effortless just seconds ago begins to fade. You can't explain it, but you feel it. The warmth, the spark, the closeness, gone in a heartbeat. Here's the truth. Most men aren't doing anything intentionally wrong. They're not selfish. They're not careless. They simply haven't been taught how women's arousal really works, physically, emotionally, and psychologically. So they keep repeating the same patterns that prevent women from truly opening up. I'm Dr. Eva Danial, a urology and men's health expert, and I've spent years listening to women share their honest experiences. Not the polite, edited versions they tell their partners, but the real, unfiltered stories they tell behind closed doors. And the same 5 complaints come up every single time. 5 simple, universal mistakes that quietly kill desire, break emotional connection, and make women feel unseen, even when their partner genuinely cares. The first mistake, rushing into penetration. Most men treat foreplay like a warm-up, something to get through before the main event. But for a woman's body, foreplay is the main event. It's the part that unlocks every other layer of her pleasure. Her body needs time for blood to flow, for her muscles to relax, and for her mind to shift from self-consciousness to surrender. When you skip that, you skip the very foundation of her ability to feel pleasure. This isn't about preference, it's biology. Without proper buildup, her body can't respond the way you want it to. She might act like she's into it, but inside she's disconnected. So slow down, touch her gently, tease her, kiss her everywhere except where she expects. Build anticipation until she's the one reaching for you. That's when chemistry becomes electric. The second mistake, going straight for her genitals. Even men who value foreplay often make this one. They go right between her legs, assuming that's what she wants because that's where her pleasure lives. But if her body isn't ready yet, that touch can actually feel jarring or even uncomfortable. In over 20 years of clinical practice, I've never met a woman who said she loved when a man went straight for her clitoris. Not one. What women want is to have their whole body awaken first, to be touched like every inch of them matters. When you move too fast, it feels like you're following a script instead of feeling her. When you slow down, she feels desired, not handled. The third thing women talk about constantly is roughness. Not the kind that's intentional or passionate, but the kind that comes from unawareness. Men are often stronger than they realize, and in the heat of the moment, that strength can come off as carelessness. A grip too tight, a thrust too sharp, a rhythm too fast. Suddenly, she's no longer in her body. She's in her head, guarding herself instead of surrendering. Even women who enjoy rough sex need gentleness first. It's not about avoiding intensity, it's about earning it. If she wants it harder, she'll show you through her breath, her sounds, her movement. You don't get that from force, you get it from patience, from listening, from presence. Start soft, stay tuned in, and only match her intensity when she invites you to. The fourth mistake is being too rough with her genitals. This is one of the most common technical errors I see. Many men imitate what they've seen online, believing that faster or harder equals better. But women's genitals are incredibly sensitive. What feels light to you can feel intense or even painful to her. Women often tell me that men use too much pressure or friction far too soon. Always start gently. Watch her body, it will tell you everything. If she leans in, you're doing it right. If she tenses or pulls back, slow down. When you start with tenderness, her sensitivity builds, and by the time you increase intensity, it feels 10 times more powerful for her. And then there's the fifth, and perhaps most misunderstood mistake, trying too hard to make her orgasm. You might think this is generous, but it often creates pressure. When your focus is on making it happen, her brain shifts from pleasure to performance. She starts worrying about taking too long or disappointing you. And ironically, that pressure makes orgasm less likely. Women climax most easily when they feel safe, not studied. The best thing you can do is stop trying to make it happen. Focus on connection, on relaxation, on creating a space where she feels completely accepted. When her body feels that safety, her orgasm happens naturally, deeper, stronger, and far more satisfying than anything forced. When you avoid these 5 mistakes, everything changes. She relaxes. She opens. She responds with a raw, unguarded passion you can feel in every touch. She stops holding back because she doesn't have to. Great sex doesn't come from tricks or techniques. It comes from presence, from patience, from making her feel safe enough to surrender. So next time, slow down. Don't rush toward a goal. Make the entire experience the goal. Look at her. Breathe with her. Let her feel that you're not just there to perform. You're there to explore with her. That's what builds trust. That's what keeps her coming back with more desire every single time. And one last note, many men ask me what I recommend for improving sexual performance and erectile health. I've pinned the 2 supplements I trust most in the comments below. I'm Dr. Eva Danial, and remember this, the best sex of your life doesn't start with skill, it starts with awareness. Once you understand her body, her timing, and her signals, you'll realize it's not about how good you are, it's about how safe she feels. Because when she feels safe, that's when she lets go completely, and that's when real intimacy begins. True intimacy isn't built in a moment, it's built over time in how you listen, touch, and respond. The way you look at her after, the way you hold her, the way you make her feel seen, that's what she remembers most. Every woman craves connection more than perfection. So don't focus on performing. Focus on feeling with her. When you prioritize emotional closeness, physical pleasure naturally follows. That's what transforms good sex into something unforgettable, an experience where both of you feel completely free, completely alive, and completely together. Ow, here's something that most men never hear. Great sex isn't about technique alone, it's about emotional rhythm. The more emotionally in tune you are with her, the better the physical connection becomes. You can learn every position, every move, every secret tip. But if you're not connected to her emotionally, it'll always feel slightly mechanical. What truly moves a woman is how you make her feel. Desire for her is as much in the mind as it is in the body. When you create emotional safety, her body naturally begins to trust you. That trust is what allows her to explore her deepest desires without fear or hesitation. This is why slowing down, reading her body language, and simply being present is far more powerful than any technique you'll ever see online. Most women don't crave a perfect performance. They crave connection, a man who feels her energy and responds to it with sensitivity and curiosity. Another thing many men overlook is the afterglow, those quiet moments after sex. The way you hold her, the softness of your voice, the warmth of your touch after the intensity, that's what leaves a lasting imprint. Women remember how you make them feel long after the act is over. A gentle kiss, a whispered word, or even silence filled with closeness can be far more satisfying than any climax. It tells her she's more than just a body. She's valued, adored, and seen. Here's something to think about. Women often describe their best sexual experiences not as the wildest or most physically intense ones, but as the ones where they felt completely present and emotionally connected. When you take the time to understand her rhythms, her breath, her sounds, the way her body reacts, you start to move in sync with her naturally. It becomes less about what you're doing and more about what you're sharing. And remember, not every encounter needs to lead to orgasm for either of you. Some of the most powerful experiences come from simply exploring, teasing, touching, and discovering new ways to feel connected. When you take the pressure off performance, you open the door to playfulness and experimentation. This creates a safe space where both of you can express your desires freely without judgment or expectation. Here's a practical tip. The next time you're intimate, slow down so much that it almost feels like time disappears. Focus on breathing together. Let your breath sync with hers. Match her pace. Listen to her sounds. Notice how her body reacts when you move slower, softer, deeper. The goal isn't to control her pleasure, but to follow it, to let her guide you without words. That's when real passion unfolds naturally and beyond the physical connection. Remember that your energy outside the bedroom affects everything inside it. The way you talk to her, the way you listen, the way you handle stress or disagreement, all of it influences how safe she feels with you. When she feels emotionally secure, her body opens without resistance. That's when intimacy transforms from something physical into something spiritual, a true merging of trust, respect, and desire. So, treat every intimate moment as a conversation between two bodies, two minds, and two souls. Don't rush to the end. Enjoy every second of the journey. Because at the end of the day, what every woman truly wants isn't a perfect lover. It's a partner who makes her feel cherished, understood, and free to express every part of who she is. And when you can give her that safety, connection, and presence, she'll not only surrender to the moment, but she'll start craving you on a level that goes far beyond the physical. That's what real passion looks like. That's what lasting desire feels like.